Good morning, dear students. We are studying the chapter The Little Girl, and we have studied the first two parts of that we have already seen. Then remaining portion we are studying. We may take page number 34, and in that the third paragraph. One day, when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a pin cushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. So one day she was being kept inside, so she was not allowed to be going inside, going outside. So she was there inside, and she was there, and her grandmother also was there with her. So she was being there with the grandmother, and told her that it is the birthday of the of her father. Okay, so it is coming, and birthday is coming, and you have to give a gift to his to her father. So you can prepare a gift, and also she gave a suggestion that she should make him a pin cushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. A cushion, a pin cushion, a small like a pins and other type of things has to be kept. So for that there is a small cushion. Okay, so that has to be made. So one suggestion was given by the so the grandmother is having a yellow silk cloth is there, and with that she can make a pin cushion and give it as a gift to her father. So this was there for making her father happy, pleasing her father. So see, like when our children and all are making something and giving, then we feel very much happiness, you know. So if students are there, or if students are making some small gifts and bringing and showing it to the teachers, and all the teachers will feel very much happy. Or if children are there, parents, if you also make some gift for your parents and give it as a gift. So such a way, it is a very their gifts are very innocent ways. A small gift may be there, or like some flowers or some type of things. My son, when he was very small, like even just now, he is only just 2 or 3 years old only, but he made a gift to my wife, or to his mother. So on the mother's birthday, he made some kind of flowers. So he collected some flowers from the area, wherever, whatever flowers are available. So he collected some flowers and he made a bouquet. And it was not very much attractive and all, but we felt very much happiness because he made that and give it as a gift. Okay, so this is a kind of when a child is doing something for their parents, then their parents feel very much happy. So such kind of feeling was there for the grandmother, also thinking that when the girl will make something and give to her father, then her father will feel very much happy, and he may start dealing with this child as a little more friendly way. So her father is behaving very rude way with this girl. So that is why she is also not feeling comfortable there. So the grandmother is trying to make the gap between their relationship. So they has to become more closer. So for that purpose, the grandmother is trying. So then she gave a suggestion that you make a pin cushion and gift to her father. Laboriously, with a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides. But what to fill in with? That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden, and she wandered in mother's bedroom to look for scraps. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces, and stuffed her case, then sewed up the 4th side. So she decided to make the pin cushion, and she stitched so like if you want to make the cushion or a pillow like thing, so see, like it has got 4 sides. So what they do is that they stitch all the 3 sides, then they will turn it opposite, so that the stitched part will go inside, so that outside the cutting piece and all will not be seen. So such a way, and after that the 4th side will be stitched. So then she made it in that way, she stitched all the three sides, and after that she was searching for something to fill in. So she made the cushion, but there should be something inside. Okay, that cushion should fill up. See, normally when we make the pillow or a cushion like that, what we do is that we fill it with this cotton or any like old clothes and all are there. So cut piece, or if this tailors and all are there, so when they are having some small pieces of clothes will be there, so that they will fill it. So some things we have to, normally cotton is used for filling up. So she does not have like cotton and all is not there for her. So she searched for something has to be inserted in. And she searched some scraps, some waste items and all are there, so that she can fill it up. Then she searched in the bedroom. That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden, so the grandmother was not there inside. So otherwise she could have asked with the grandmother, but the grandmother was not there. She was doing some work in the garden, and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. Some old things or waste things are there. So that is what she was searching in the mother's bedroom. And while she was searching, she found that on just by the side of the on the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper. So there was some papers kept there. Some papers are there. So that is kept there on the bedside. So like on nearby the bed there is a small table will be there. So on that there was some papers were there. So she thought that this maybe whether it is useful or not, that she doesn't know. So she collected these papers and she wanted to fill it. So she tore it into small pieces and filled the cushion. And after that she stuffed her case, then sewed up the fourth side. After that she stitched the fourth side, completed the cushion. So now the cushion will be looking very nice. So such a way she prepared it. That night there was a huge hue and cry in the house. Okay, father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. Rooms were searched, servants questioned. Finally, mother came into Kesia's room. So then that day there was a lot amount of confusion was there. That night there was a huge cry and in the house. Huge hue and cry, meaning is that angry protest. Means that the father became very much angry and he was making so much sound and asking people and arguing and becoming very much angry like. So she was behaving, the father was behaving very much angry, and the reason behind that was that he has prepared a speech for delivering in the Port Authority. So he is working in the port maybe, and he has to deliver a speech there. So he has already written that speech and nicely and kept there, and he wanted to use that paper. So he has to study. He has written the speech and kept there, but he might not have by heart or studied, and he has to use this one for delivering the speech. But now that is lost. So then say like rooms were searched, servants questioned. So they searched in the entire rooms whether it is there lost somewhere or not, and he called all the servants and asked them whether it is there or not. Okay. Finally, mother came into Kesia's room. So then at last they searched everywhere and they were unable to find. Then mother thought that she will ask with the child also. So she went to the Kesia's room and Kesia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. Then he said that so you might not have seen. So the mother was thinking that you have not seen. So that is why she asked like that, haven't you seen these papers? Kesia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. On a table in our room there was some papers kept there. Have you seen that or not? So that is what he had asked. Then she replied, oh yes, she said, I tore them up for my surprise. And now she said that reason. So she did not know that this is a very important thing, and she wanted to make it as a surprise. So she said that I tore it and made my surprise. What? Screamed mother. Come straight down to the dining room this instant. Now the mother also became angry and asked, what did you do? Okay, so such a way he is saying, and she told her, come straight down to the dining room this instant. Now itself you come down to the dining room. and she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. So he holding his hands behind, and father was moving up and down because he was in tension. Now he does not know what to do. The paper is lost, and now he has to deliver the speech, and it is not found there. So what he has to do, he doesn't know. So he was very much angry, and he was moving with a lot amount of tension. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. So then mother was trying to explain. So she said he was becoming angry, and he wanted to ask the child whether she has taken or why she has taken. Then the mother was trying to explain what happened and all. Okay, but father was not ready to listen anything, and he was very much angry, and he stopped and stared at the child. He was staring at the child and asked, "Did you do that?" Asked her, "Did you do that?" Then no. So means she started to stammer. So she became very much angry. All the more she is afraid when father is there. Now the father is very much angry. So she is so much confused and so much afraid. So she started to whisper, "No. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damning thing. See that the child is put to bed this instant." And now the father became very much angry, and he told that you take this child, telling to the mother that you take her and go to the room and bring that thing, what he has made or what she has made, let me see. And now take her and let her sleep. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. Okay, so she was crying. She went down, and she was crying so much, and she was unable to see the things. So too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. So she was looking at the pattern on the floor, so like evening light and all falling on the room. So she was there was no much light in the room, and from outside some light was coming, and it was making some shadows on the floor. So she was looking. Then father came into the room with a ruler in his hands, and suddenly the father came with a ruler in his hand. "I am going to beat you for this," he said. "Oh no, no," she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. He pulled them aside. "Sit up," he ordered, "and hold out your hands. You might be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you." And so he came with very much angry, and he said that "I am going to beat you." And she is somehow was trying to hide under the bed sheet, but father has removed that and told her that you have to understand that you should not touch on the things which are not belonging to you, or which you are not supposed to take. So unnecessary things and all you should not touch. So that so you should learn this lesson once and for all. Means all throughout your life you have to learn this lesson. You should not touch any unnecessary things. What does not belong to you, which is not yours. Okay. But it was for your birthday, and she tried to answer that it was for your birthday. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. Hours later, so then suddenly he gave some 2-3 beats on her hands. Okay, so that is enough for today. The remaining portion we study in the next class. Okay, thank you so much.